In today's video, I want to talk to you about obesity shaming and what we can do about it to get rid of it. Hey gang, okay, today I want to talk to you about obesity shaming, fat shaming, whatever you want to call it, but it's been running rampant lately in the last couple months. Been a number of unfortunately, viral YouTube videos pumped out, and I feel that, the public, and when I say public, I mean everybody, including media, including companies and their marketing campaigns, need to take a step back and realize that obesity is a multifaceted issue. There are many aspects that go into obesity, far from just eating less and exercising more, far from just making better, healthier choices. There's no doubt that those things play a role, but we need to, as a whole, take a step back and get a better understanding of all the factors that contribute to obesity and realize that it's not their fault. And if you're obese and overweight, it's not your fault, okay? Hear me out. So let's take a step back here and let's think about how your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and their lives, okay? The women who are carrying the children, the next generation, what are their lives like? Do they exercise? Do they eat healthy? Are they happy? Do they have good stress management? Do they live in a good environment? And then that works your way down. That affects the next offspring. Then they end up getting pregnant, carrying a baby. What do they do during that process? It affects the next offspring until you get to your mom. Same thing. Is she happy? Does she eat well? Does she exercise? Is she active? Blah blah blah. And you might be getting passed along a series of obesity genes, the main one being the FTO gene, but a series of genes that influence obesity or fat gain. And when it comes down to it, you could be born and you're behind the 8 ball. So again, it's not your fault. And for those sitting back and judging and casting shame and guilt and everything else, guys, we have to realize it's not their fault. Our environment is not conducive to living lean, okay? Let's get back to our example here. You're born and say you're behind the 8 ball a little bit, okay? What happens now that if you're born with a C-section birth as opposed to a vaginal section or into a vaginal birth? Okay, the vaginal birth, you are getting exposed to all kinds of great bacteria that helps boost your immune system. Or a C-section, you're not getting the same kind of bacteria. Let's take it a step further. Let's say you're allergic to breast milk or something, or you weren't able to drink breast milk, you had to drink formula. Well, again, your immune system isn't getting the necessary bacteria straight from your mother, so it's a little bit weakened. It's going to put you behind the 8 ball even further. You're a kid, okay? You're growing up. Now, everybody's life is different. Maybe you weren't exposed to having dinner at the same time each and every night from Whole Foods, that are outside the grocery store, sitting at the table with your family, with the love and the community feeling and, the sense of oneness. Maybe your parents had to work 2 jobs just to put food on the table, and that food happened to be, what they picked up on the way home. So fast food or, TV dinners and things like that. And maybe you had to do it yourself. Maybe you had to work for yourself. Maybe you had to cook for yourself or make food for yourself. So you ended up eating alone and sitting on the couch in front of the TV. 2 different lifestyles, guys. Taking this a step further, now you get into school, and we all know about school lunch and how pathetic that is. Then we get into our jobs, and every week there seems to be a birthday party for somebody, or every meeting seems to be filled with cookies and cakes and all this other jazz that isn't conducive to living lean. And let's say you were trying and you're trying to lose weight and you're walking home and you pass the 5 or 6 fast food restaurants on the way home. You pass the 2 Starbucks that are kitty corner, okay, to each other. You pass the convenience stores. You pass the gas station that has all the convenience, the chocolate chips and cookies. And let's say you have to stop and get some clothes because you need new clothes, and you get to the, you get to the cashier and you're paying for your clothes, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm a little bit hungry. You look to your left and there's chocolate there, or there's candy or whatever they sell there. Eventually your willpower gets depleted and you will take that. And it's not conducive for living lean, living healthy. Real quick about willpower. Willpower is like a well, and it gets drained as you go out through the day. Okay? And it can be drained by anything. It doesn't have to be food or exercise related. It can be drained through making decisions at work. If you're stressed, you don't like your job, maybe you're in a bad relationship, or you don't have supportive friends, or you're financially in trouble, or whatever it might be, all this is pulling from your well. So when it comes time to look over and you have to make a decision on that chocolate bar that you're seeing because you're hungry, and you see it and you're like, are you going to make the right choice? Probably not. And nor is the skinny person who's sitting next to you judging you for being overweight because they're hungry and there's a chocolate bar convenient to them. Guys, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You were pushed into this obesity path when you were young, maybe even prior to being born. It's not your fault. And for those of us sitting on the outside, judging, hopefully not judging, but judging, throwing shame and guilt at these people, you guys need to understand, you guys take a step back and be aware of all the different areas, all the different facets to obesity. It goes much further than eating less and exercising more. It goes much further than obesity as a choice. Okay, there's other factors involved too, like medications. There could be health issues, like for women, PCOS, hormone replacement therapy, things like that. All these different things, mental disorder, all these different things cause someone to maybe eat a little bit more and gain body fat. It's not their fault. Guys, if you need any help, check out NathaneJackson.com. I have a foundations program there. It's free. Sign up for it. It's a 4-video course. You get a video on each of the 4 pillars that I feel are the most important. It takes care of the biggest low-hanging fruit tip in each pillar: nutrition, strength and conditioning, restoration, and mindset. This is the basis. This is the start. And unfortunately, obesity and severe or being overweight, it may require surgery and it may require medication to control hunger. But either way, exercise, nutrition, mindset, and restoration need to be there. So if you need any help, check out NathaneJackson.com, sign up for that free program. Together we can do this. It's going to take a monumental effort, but we can do it. And when I say we, I'm not just talking about people trying to help people who are overweight and obese. I'm talking about the general public too. And like I said, the general public means companies and their marketing campaigns. It means media and social media. Everybody's got to stick together on this one, guys. Obesity is a disease, and it's not going anywhere soon. Let's do this. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please share if you found this valuable. I know tons of other people can benefit from this video, whether they suffer from weight gain or not. Until next time, guys, have a great day. Take care.